Okie dokie, guys. I was going to move the charger out of the way because I got to get the welder out there to get on the milk truck. I got electric fuel pump coming here because I'm just going to do electric fuel pump, put it here. That way, if it goes out, easy peasy to swap out. I thought the fuel pump manual one still kind of worked. I guess it works when it wants to work, basically, because I unhooked the line and put a cup over it. Put this right here over it. And I cranked and cranked and cranked and cranked until the battery was almost dead. And nothing. I don't know if you can see what I was doing. No fuel. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the fuel pump off because I got to make a fuel pump plate, block off plate. I wonder what size that dude is. Half. We got a half out. You know, I had a half the other day. What did I do with that? Did I put it back up? Nope. Didn't put it back up. That would make too much sense. Nine 16th, 9/16, 7/16. All right, where's my half at? There it is. On the ground, right where it shouldn't be. I think a lot of my fuel problems too is my fuel line was restricted at the very back. So I put a brand new tank in this 8-10 years ago. Really haven't drove it much, but it came with a little rubber 5/16 fuel line that they supply with the fuel tank. Well, I was watching Uncle Tony. He has a 67, and he was having, like, it was running out of fuel. And he checked everything looked good, and he went all the way back. He did the same thing. He bought a new tank years ago, and he used the same line that they supply you with. And he said that thing was harder than rock, and when he pulled it apart, it restricted from 5/16 to 1/4 inch. And that's where he was having fuel problems. So I figured, what the hell, might as well go underneath there and check anyway. Same damn problem. I'm not kidding. Hard as a rock. I could barely get this off, like chiseled it. I sliced and sliced and sliced with a knife. And then I end up taking a screwdriver and prying it. And then I end up, this thing is so rock hard that it was chipping off. And of course, you know, you're supposed to wear safety glasses. I got the shit in my eye. So then I had to dick with that, trying to get that out of my eye. And then went back. You think you'd put safety glasses on, but I still didn't. I just squinted, put my other safety glasses on like that. Ended up breaking it apart. This is what I came across. Same thing. 5/16 all the way down to 1/4. Yeah, see it better that way, I guess. I don't know how. Anyway. So it was a little restricted. I ended up putting a 3/8 fuel line, same size or same length, stuck it on there. I went ahead and double clamped it here and here. That way, hopefully we won't have a restriction problem like that again. But I've never seen fuel line be, I mean, this thing's hard as a rock. It's like glass. Unreal. That was the same problem that Uncle Tony had. Thank God for him. All right, so we got that part worked, and then started watching Dead Dodge Garage, and he shows you how to do your basically troubleshoot your fuel gauge, because I have a brand new sending unit. Damn thing still doesn't work. I haven't been into the dash part yet, but he also said there should be a ground strap from your fuel line where your fuel line goes in. There's a little clip that clips on there, and it's got to be a ground strap to your chassis. Look underneath there, and I didn't have one, so I ended up making one. Haven't been to the dash to check anything yet, but I'm sure it's probably blown up there, but at least that part's done. Anyway, getting sidetracked. We need to get this manual fuel pump off so we can build a plate, a block off plate. And well, I'm looking for a half, and it's not even a half, it's a 9/16. One thing good about the old Dodge, ain't gonna be no metrics on this damn thing. No sir. Unhook the battery. Always unhook your battery, guys. Don't be like me. See, now we ain't got to worry about not touching it. Fry my damn alternator because I'm being lazy. Oh, where'd my ratchet go? What the hell did I do with that ratchet? Oh, gosh. Kidding me. Kidding me. And I'm just gonna mount it right here. There's a little platform here. Just gonna mount the fuel pump here, run my lines into here, and then put my relay on the side right here. That way, if I have any fuel problems, I can just swap it out. Easy peasy, I hope. Oh wow, I put some Loctite on this. Let's see blue Loctite. How the hell I can't get my hand in there? Oh, you know what? I bet it's not blue Loctite. I bet it's that blue silicone I put on it back when I used to use silicone for everything. Come on. Well, it had a little bit of fuel in it. Not much. Alright, let's get this clamp off of here. Ooh. Well, it had a little fuel. Ooh. Was that dirt or just a reflection? I think it's just a reflection. Thought it was dirt, but I don't think it is. I can't believe there's still fuel in this thing. I guess it was trying to pump. There's the old fuel pump. It's definitely got some wear. Like I said, it's not that damn old. Well, I mean, I guess it is that old. Let me rephrase. I haven't driven it very much for this to really be bad. It's aggravating. All right, well, ain't no sense of staring at it. I'm gonna put my check valve 2 in. So I'm gonna do my check valve back here, and then I'm gonna do my electric fuel pump, and then I'm gonna put my filter up here. I'm gonna try to run this gas line maybe along here. I don't know. Once I get the fuel pump in, I'll try to figure it out. I almost need to take this out and put a 90 or a 45. I guess I'll cross that bridge when it comes in. Well, that sucks. Really don't feel like wiring anything up right now. I'll probably just, when I get the new fuel pump in, I'll probably just hook it up real fast and just put a fuse on it and hook it direct to the battery, and drive it and see how it does. See if that cures my problem. I'm pretty sure it will. I've obviously had a fuel problem. I don't think it's a Chinese carburetor. I think it's good. I couldn't see nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I haven't done nothing to it. I haven't even adjusted the idle. Just unreal. Oh, I'm still hoping it's. Well, I know it's fuel pump because, like I said, I cranked, and this damn thing didn't put anything in that cup. Oh, I'm trying to charge the battery back up. The battery tender back on her. Well, we get the fuel pump in, I'll let you know what we do, or I guess you guys will be here with me. I'll probably also make a I'm making a damn mess. I'll make me a plate. You know what? That looks just like a Chevy. I wonder if I have one. Installed me a TV. It was a freebie. Still works, so I mounted it on my deal. I got to get a Roku, whatever the hell they're called, streaming device. I got to get it put on here. You can see my things nice and organized. I was wondering if I had a plate in here. It's my little odds and ends stuff. Carburetor stuff. I may have one in here. I just may have to do a little digging. Seems like I always had those on hand. Grease plugs. I may just make one anyway. As soon as I make one, guess what? I'll find it. Guarantee it. Alright, well, I'll probably see if I can get that gasket off. I'll use that as my template. I'll see if I can find me some scrap metal. I'll show you what I come up with here in a bit. Alright, see you in a bit, guys. Peace out. Alright, I don't have my mic on, so I'll show you. I was just kind of sitting here playing with the electric fuel pump, or manual pump. I had a piece of cardboard. Got me a piece of cardboard. I'm going to stick my little knife and trim me a little hole. Let's pop that dude out. Slide that in there like that. I'm just going to trace it. And of course my marker is running out of ink. Or my pen, or whatever this is. Need something to... I need to find me a drill bit. Oh, there's a drill bit. Clean this mess up. Like that. That one's too big. That one's going to be too small. It's a little too tight. Actually, it may work though. Let's go with a smaller one. Alright. I can just spin this by hand. Yeah. Cardboard's not that thick. Same thing, don't get your finger drilled. These plates I usually like to go, like, where's those bolts at? So these bolts I usually go a little bit bigger. That way your plate can go side to side a little bit if you need to. So I'll make these holes a little bigger, but here's our template. Right there. Of course it won't have the hole. That'd be solid metal. The only holes you'll need is to drill these holes. And then I need to get me a gasket, which I probably have gasket material laying around somewhere. Oh hell, I'm talking and I forgot I don't have a mic on. You guys probably can't even hear me. Oh, so hard to YouTube. I need somebody who just follows me around. But anyway, I don't know if you heard me, but I'll cut this out. That hole won't be there. The only holes you have to drill is here and here for the plate. Get a new gasket, mount that on there. Like I said, I do 3/16 plate or quarter, whatever. I like to try to do something thick. That way when you tighten it down, it doesn't. If you get too thin of metal, you go to tighten that down, sometimes it does this, it kind of bends. So, get some pretty decently thick. Alright, see you in a bit. Peace out. Alright, check it out. Found me a scrap piece of metal. It's only 1/8 thick, but that's thick enough. Cut it out. Threw some spray paint on it. Got that all cut out. Found me some gasket. So I just took my little deal, put it on there like so. Traced it with a Sharpie. Cut it out. Bada boom, bada bing. Took a 8mm deep well socket and punched my holes. Works great. So now we got our new plate, gasket. Got some bolts painted because we're going to have to put shorter ones on. These are the factory ones. They're too long now. I thought it was kind of cool. See that little hole in the threads?
They put some type of nylon stuff in here. Keep the bolt from backing off. Pretty clever. So it tells me these are definitely original. See a little bit of it there. So there's our homemade fuel pump block off plate.
All right, we're gonna put our homemade block off plate for our fuel pump. What a mess. I gotta clean this shop up. I mean, I really need to. Seems like I never have time. Clean my little workbench off. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of silicone on it. I didn't really want to, but we're just gonna lightly put some on. There's not gonna be any real pressure on it, so should be fine. Man, I just got that damn gasket sealer and I lost it. Well, I think it's cold outside. It's raining. I still don't have my fuel pump in. So I think I'm going to just do this. And then I think I seriously am going to at least try to get some of the tools put back up. What a mess. What a mess in here. That's the plan. We'll get this mounted. And then I'll save you the boring content and I'll clean the shop up. I'm getting where I can't find nothing. What is my silicone bad? Freaking got a heat and air in this damn shop and silicone's still going bad. Alright. Basically, I'm just going to go big circle. I might as well just do it all. Screw it. I'm just going to do a circle on the other side because that side will be to the block. Just smear it with our finger. Stick it right there. Flip it over. Oh, we're getting silicone all over our brand new part. Might as well go around the hole. Something like that. Good enough. Let that set up just a minute. Just scrap off my fingers. Maybe I'll just slide you guys down there. Going down, 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 down. There we go. We got that all clean. Uh-oh. What's going on? Is our light bulb about to burn out? It just dimmed. I just changed this thing. Yep, it just blew out. It's blown. You kidding me? That's not even a couple months old. Hey, now it's really dark. So, anyway, get down in your hole. We lost our lighting, but I'm screaming in the mic. Sorry, guys. Got her all cleaned up. We're ready. Ready to rock and roll. Now, you guys ain't gonna see crap now. Because it's dark. Of course, you couldn't see anything anyway. So, I'll just let you guys watch me struggle getting it started. We got a good looking old motor. Holley 318 was rebuilt in 1981. Still runs like a champ. No, I guess not running right now, but you know it runs. What was I doing? It should be tackier enough. So I just put paint in my bolt head, just kind of keep it from rusting, a lock washer and a flat washer. That's what we're going to do. Get that flashlight out of my eyeballs. That'd be helpful. So that'll be a lot easier putting on than there's nothing there now. Fuel pump's not in our way. Oh, I got it upside down. God dang it. Wrong way. Flip it. So once I get this tightened up, I'll wipe off all the silicone that's on our fresh black paint that nobody's going to see. Uh-oh. That's a little harder than I thought it was going to be. There we go. So I had to move push my washer in first because the dipstick's right in the way. You damn dipstick. Well, I probably could have got a shorter bolt. See if the lock washer at least starts collapsing. We know if it starts collapsing, we know we're tight. Now if it's tightened, if it starts to tighten and the lock washer hasn't tightened, that's when we know our bolt is too long. Alright, snug that down just a little bit. Get this over to the other side. I think you guys may be able to see right here. See if I can do it one-handed. I gotta learn how to do this crap. Like I said, I'm not a cameraman, I'm sorry. Wish I was. I wish I could do both. Well, looks like I am right now. Hell yeah. Alright. Looks like the lock washer is starting to collapse. Whoops, and it slipped off. See if I can spin it around. Alright, so see now you can see the lock washer right now. And I'm not even tight yet, so we know our bolts are perfect. They're not too long. So now I'm just kind of going back and forth, snugging them up. I'm just going to snug them just a little bit. Don't want it to get too tight and it blow that gasket out. Look at all that silicone. I made a mess. There you go. One block off fuel plate. Let's get a rag. Wipe off that silicone. Nobody's going to see. A bunch of dust. There we go. It's just not a good spot to see it. There we go. Well, now we just need our fuel pump. Sweet. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I guess next would be the fuel pump. I'm going to start cleaning this freaking shop up. Well, holy moly. Why is nobody picking this crap up? Who's supposed to be cleaning this damn shop? I mean, seriously. What a disaster. I mean, shit everywhere. They really ought to fire him. All right. Peace out. Time to clean. Hello. We're back. Back at the cheap and easy. Got my new fuel pump in. Electric. As soon as I opened up the box, first thing I noticed was, uh-oh. That's not good. So that fuel pump is, not fuel pump, fuel filter is no good. It's not worth calling about because you know what? They'll be like, you're going to have to send the whole box back. So I went out and bought a better fuel filter anyway at the old local AutoZone. 5/16 fittings. I like these too because they got the little barb fittings. That's what we're going to use. Got my check valve in. Get the old Milwaukee knife out. Nice. Okay. Out. So this out that way. So this will be our in. That will be our out. If you don't know, give it a good blow job. So if it says out, go to your inlet. You should be able to blow air through it. See that? Watch how much air I can pump. Oh, yeah. I ain't go past that breathalyzer. Damn it. Turn it the other way. Oh, ain't doing nothing. That's what you want. That is a check valve. Okay. I just bought an old cheapo just to test her out. We're gonna put a better one in later. So, electric fuel pump. Nothing fancy. It came with a fuel line, which I was kind of glad about that because fuel line's getting kind of pricey. I think it's 3 feet. So we got plenty of fuel line. And it was almost worth getting it just for the worm clips. These things are pricey now. I want an arm and a leg for them. Alright. Throw that away. Don't need that crap anymore. Oh, I got 5/16 fuel line down here already. Started on the kind of sucks you guys won't be able to see what I'm doing because you know, I can't work one-handed. So I already got part of the fuel line on. I just need a hose clamp on it. This is a brand new gas line. Sorry. Ooh, it smells good. Only run the best in the old Charger. You don't get none of that cheap gas. Oh, we need a hose clamp. I do not have a hose clamp down there. All right, get my multi-screwdriver. I guess I can just run it down this. Actually, I'll probably tighten it up before I do. Just a little bit. And run her down there. Yeah. Every time. Turn it the wrong way. I need that clamp to be flipped the other way. That way, easier to give it a good screwing. Alright. Get my little screwdriver down there. Or if I can get this gas line on anymore. See if I can push this gas line on in a little bit more, but don't let me. Yeah. Sure don't feel like it. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Alright. There. Out of breath. A little out of shape. A little out of shape. Little hell. The only bad thing about these cheap clamps is it don't matter where you buy them. They strip. So you can't over torque them, and I like to over torque shit just a little bit. All right, so now we got to cut this, put in our check valve. So I want to do my check valve, your fuel pump. Oh, hey, put that light right in my eyeballs. So most of your electric fuel pump have kind of a check valve in it. It shouldn't drain past this, but you never know. This is just an extra precaution. Plus, if it did, another reason why I kind of like this is I'll keep a little space in between it. That way, you know, you got at least this much gas sitting in the line, so you're not starting this dry. Okay, so in, out. Kind of odd. It almost looks like a fuel filter. This is probably the check valve in it right there. It didn't come with a pigtail, so I'll have to get me some. I may just cut it and actually solder some wire on. Cross that bridge. Right now, I think we're just going to jump the wires on there just to hook it to the battery, because I just want to make sure it primes and pumps up, and we'll probably let this run into a can of gas first before we put it in the carburetor. Make sure there's nothing in the line. Make sure the gas is clean. I kind of want to just kind of stick this down in here to see what it's going to look like. I may cut me a plate. I could mount it on the side like that. Could do that. Get a couple of self-tappers and I don't like it being that close to the alternator. Where to put this thing? Almost need this fuel pump. Kind of where this washer motor is. Could use part of the screws. Actually, I could take this. Actually, I could do that. Like it's a damn same. I don't have this even hooked up. Let's unhook this just to see. Like I said, guys, there's no rhyme or reason right now. I'm just kind of playing around. See what I like. I might have a damn impact. Okay, I'm back. My old impact. Eventually, I like to get my wiper thing. I bet this wiper motor even works. I gotta test it. We're messing with the fuel pump. We'll play with this later. Put it up on that shelf so I don't forget where it's at. Okay. In, out. Holy crap. Freaking lines for the holes line up. So we'll probably put the rubber on it, the little rubber grommets on this, since it lines up. We'll just leave it the way it is right now. Oh wow, that'd be cool if I can just plug that right in. And then I can have the fuel pump on just by pushing the wiper motor. No. I'm just kidding. Shit. Dang, guys. Just joking. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Said I may not put it this way. I'm just playing around. Okay, so if I do it that way, I can bring my gas line up. There is a hole in the frame. I wonder if I can put that forward. No, gas line can't go in there, but alright, so we run it that way. It won't be too sharp of a turn. We can make that turn. Alright, so that fuel line will fit. This one. And this one will work. Make sure it's not. I want it near the alternator. We'll get some clamps and clamp it, make sure it stays out of the way. Yeah, that'll work. Or should I go under the alternator or go above? I think going under would probably be better. Thinking, guys, just thinking. I guess I will run it for now. Quick and easy to get to. I'll probably just rig it up like this for now. I'm almost thinking I like to just maybe do hard line. So put an actual hard line right here, fuel filter, down here, hard line, swoop it down, come up here. But yeah, let's just get it hooked up, make sure it works. All right. We need to figure out where we're gonna put this check valve. Kind of want to put it down here. Try that. Or should I put the check valve in later? No, let's go ahead and do it. And again, the check valve could go up here. Yeah, kind of like it down there. All right. Got this hose down here. I got my good cutters and it still cut it crooked. Good Lord. Alright. Tighten this up just a little. Give it a little tightener that it needed. Out. Hopefully this weekend I'll get to work on the milk truck. But I may not. We're going to be pretty busy. It's hard to get anything done right now. All the kids' stuff has started up. And every time you think you get a little break, wrong. But I enjoy it. I enjoy watching the kids do their sports. It's good for them. Always good to keep your kids active. Okay. Get that on there. Okay. Now we'll route this better later. Like I said, this is sorry. This is just kind of temporary. All right, I'm going to take a couple of these grommets off the pump. The grommet even fits in the fuel pump. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. In, out. All right. Make sure we're going the right way. In and out. In and out. Out and in. Normally I run my fuel pumps along down at the bottom by the fuel tank or by on the fuel rail or frame rail. I'm trying to make this more practical, so if I'm cruising along, I'm probably gonna get a couple of these cheaper ones, keep them inside the car. That way, if I have problems again, I can pull it out and swap it out right here on the side of the road without having to crawl underneath the car. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more simple in case something happens. You know, nowadays when you're buying crap, you're buying crap. I mean, you're not buying good shit anymore. It really sucks, but just the way it is, I guess. I think they slowly do that just so eventually they're hoping you won't work on crap no more. You'll give up. They're not going to whoop me. I'm going to keep on working. Got my glove stuck in there. This worm gear is already stripping. I think if I turn any more, it's going to break. All right, so I got my fuel line hooked up down here. Got my check valve, my hose, and then hooked there. All right, so now we're ready for the fuel pump. Top of the fuel pump to the carburetor. I don't know if you guys remember, but do you remember back when you were a kid? Well, kid, but anyway, back when I was a kid, I remember being able to crank these freaking things down as tight as I can. I remember tightening them down so much with a flathead screwdriver and breaking the tip off, trying to get this to tighten, and these things would never break. Now you just put a little bit of torque on it and boop, they're gone. Or was I dreaming all that? I can already tell it's about to strip because you can tell when you start cranking them down right here, this starts trying to kick sideways. It's like it's cheap ass metal. Cheap ass metal. All right. We need to figure out where we're putting our. I need to put my fuel filter down here. So, okay, we need to go ahead and screw to the carburetor. Oh, nope. Getting ahead of myself. We need to mock this up. So it's going to be somewhere right there. And our fuel filter is going to be probably about somewhere right there. Somewhere about in the middle. All right. I'm going to cut it right here. Oh, God, don't cut it there. About lost my cutters. Right. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm not going to hook this up to the carburetor yet because I forgot we got to put it in I need to put it in a glass bottle or something where we can make sure we got clean clean gas coming out of the fuel tank. I think I should just call it quits. I can't even freaking talk. All right. Arrow pointing that way to carburetor. This part goes to carburetor. Probably shouldn't run crap through this because then if there is crap in that, then it's getting crap in the fuel filter. All right, let's not put this on yet either. We probably ought to see if the fuel pump even works, because I did that with the Suburban. Hooked all that up, wired it all up. Basically what I'm almost doing right now. And got my glove stuck in there again. And the fuel pump was bad. I kept thinking, oh, it's not the fuel pump. Can't be. So I went through and checked all the wiring, made sure I did it right. I did everything right. It was the pump. Didn't even think to check the pump. Yeah, so let's get this out. We are hooked up. So we can go ahead and turn this thing on. All right. This is where I like to use my power probe. Love this thing. Not a sponsor, but I'm telling you, if you guys do any electrical work, troubleshooting, Power Probe is the way to go. It's worth the money. You can actually, I had to buy it off a tool truck when they first came out, and they were expensive. And you can actually get them at Harbor Freight, and they're reasonable. I don't know what the prices are, but I can tell you this much: they're definitely cheaper than what I paid for them. Okay. We need something clear to put this in. What we got? What's we got? There's a jug. Here's a jug with water. Let me go dump this water out. We got our jug. Make sure you guys see what I'm doing. Make sure I got you guys in frame. Freeze frame. All right. There's our jug. Here's our hose. Okay. Now on the Power Probe, since this is not grounded to the chassis, you'll have to use this end. This end is your ground. We'll put this on the black wire. And now we have 13 volts that we can shoot to it. So I'm going to put power to it. And we got gas. And there's a little bit of junk coming through. All right. Smells good. Fuel pump is working. We'll worry about wiring it up later. We know we got good, clean gas coming out, so we can go ahead and put this to the carburetor. I always try to map in my head whenever I'm putting these clamps on. So there's a bunch of crap in the way, as you can see right here. I'm looking up here thinking you guys are there. You're over there. So there you see there's a bunch of crap right there. So you don't want your clamp turned that way, because then it's just a freaking booger to try to get your screwdriver in. So I always try to map it out where I'm away from stuff, or it's easy to get your screwdriver in. All right. We gotta wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Get that on there. Get on there. All right. Snug her up. Right at the verge of it's about to break. That's what you want. All right, that one's done. Okay, what are we doing now? Another clamp. Well, we just had the right amount of clamps. I got one clamp left over. Heck yeah. Okay. Let's get a lid back on this. Can I get some help over here? Somebody get the lid back on this. Oh, I forgot. Nobody helps me. I'm by myself. Should have known better. Slide that up through there. Like I said, we'll anchor the hose on the chassis and stuff so it's not flopping around. This is just kind of temporary to see if it's going to work. I need to take it around the block, make sure it ain't going to die. This time I'm going to have somebody following me. It's kind of funny, the old Charger's been the most dependable car I've ever owned. And let me down a couple times, 2 times at least. One time was leasing the driveway. I didn't get far. The other time I was on the main road, and thank God for my aunt. Just happened to be driving by. All right, we're going to put the ground back on. We're ready to see if this fuel pump. Here, I guess I can bring you guys over here. That way you can see the fuel filter. These fuel filters, I don't know why they never fill up all the way. You think the whole damn thing would fill up. They don't. Huh. Watch this one call me a liar. Fire in the hole. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Here we go. So you can hear the fuel pump. You'll hear it change sounds. That's when you know that bowl, that carb's full of gas. So this bowl's empty right now, so it should fill this up, fill our bowl up, and then it's going to bring the float up. The float's going to shut off your valve or your needle. The needle's going to shut off, and it's not going to allow any more gas to come in. So you should hear brrr, and then you should hear a totally different sound. That's going to let you know that the fuel pump is pressured, and it's going to tell you that that bowl is full of gas. I'll quit talking. You can just listen. Hear how the sound changed? That bowl should be full. So before you start your car and you got an electric fuel pump, I always turn the key on before I even crank it over, and I listen for that. You'll hear brrr, and then you'll hear brrr, like it. You'll hear the change of tone. When you hear that change of tone, you know your bowl's full, your carburetor's full, you got fuel in the line. You should be able to start it up, and it should fire up right off the bat. Not like a manual fuel pump where you got to crank and crank and crank and crank and crank to get the bowl full of fuel again. That's one of the benefits of having an electric fuel pump. I guess we can look in. Let's take a look in the carb. So the carb should be full. Yee-hoo! Carb should be full. I should be able to hit the throttle. Watch it. How about just put the old crotch right there, and that would have been bobbatized. That would not have been good. Not been good. All right. Get this where it doesn't. Oh, it's going to try to shut on me. I want to stick one finger in, and then the flashlight's in the way. Oh, sorry. Oh, you. I'm trying, guys. Hang on. Get all my fingers in there. Come on now. There. All right. Here we go. So we should have a nice steady stream when I hit that throttle, I hope. And we ain't got nothing. There we go. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. We weren't getting that before. All right. Oh, we're going to look for leaks. I don't see no leaks. So I need to make a jumper wire to go here to the battery. That way this thing will stay running. I wish, I don't know if it does it. I wish you could take this and like lock the power button in. I'm sure the fancier ones do that. I think I made some jumpers. Where would they be? There's one. I need one more. Man, I used to have all this crap. Act like I wish I had all this crap, or I used to have all this crap. I still have the crap. It's just buried underneath all this shit. Alright, so what am I doing? Oh, we gotta rig up power. Alright guys, I'm gonna bring you back a little bit. I want you to catch it on fire, because I'm about to fire this mother up. Guess I better put this mic on me. Okay, so my plan is, you guys are just looking at my ass, sorry. He's such an ass. Alright, so I got alligator clips. I'm going to put it positive right here on the battery. I'm going to stretch it on over here. That's going to go straight to our fuel pump. Now to ground it, our probe is already on there. So all we have to do is ground it with the ground on the probe. There we go. Now the fuel pumps, woo, don't want to drop that. Get some sparkage. So we'll unhook the ground. I'll leave the power hooked up. Oh, I got to hook the battery cable up. I forgot to unhook the battery. I am going to have to get a new battery. This one's showing it only has 400 cranking amps. This was a used battery I've had forever. It's been to project car to project car, and the charger's slowly getting where we want her, so we're going to go ahead and purchase a brand new battery for her. She hasn't had a brand new battery in probably since I was 16. She's always got the used crap. Not no more. We're spending money on her now, good money. I think we're ready. Let's do it. You guys tell me if you see anything catching fire. Because I need to make sure we ain't got no gas leaks. Everything's looking good. Like I said, we'll route the gas lines later. Let's see if she'll fire. Fire up. Didn't even hit the gas pedal. Shit falling. Oh yeah. Oh. All right, I probably ought to shut the old charger off. I don't want to go to sleep forever. All right. Sweet. We are ready to wire up a relay. And it's getting late, guys, so at least I know it's working. This shit's all kind of done. I might crawl underneath the dash. I'm going to use the trigger wire that my electric fan is running, and then run it out here, and then put the relay right here on the firewall, or whatever thing, this thing. That way I'll have the fuse and the relay all right here by the electric pump. And like I said, I'm going to use the same trigger wire that turns my fan on, or powers my relay up to my fan. But I'll show you guys how to do that. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. It's been fun. I'm having fun. We're keeping her on the road, slowly plugging away at her. I mean, it ain't much, but it's this last week it wasn't running at all. Now we got her running again. Remember, keep it cheap and easy. Signing off. Peace out.